This is one of the simplest pastas you can make. It's mascarpone and lemon fettuccine. I love it because you really taste each individual ingredient in this, and it really is all about the pasta. Now, I like to use curly fettuccine because you can see all these grooves here. That is going to help the sauce cling on to each pasta strand. So let's open this and pop it in the water. And I'm going to make enough for two here, so half of this pack. I have some rapidly boiling water, and we'll just take the lid off. And we need to salt our water, so a generous amount of salt for this. And then in with our pasta. Now you'll see that these strands are quite thick, so they're going to take about 12 to 14 minutes. Ideally, you want to take it out of the water once it's al dente, so to the bite, because it's going to continue cooking in our sauce. So I'll just give that a little mix around. And we don't need to put the lid back on this. It will come back up to the boil in a moment. So for the beginning of our sauce, a combination of garlic, lemon and our chilli. We're just going to bruise our garlic and just chop it. And I like to chop my garlic with the chilli. So one long red chilli for this. Long red chilies tend to be milder than the small chilies, so I'm going to add the whole lot, including the seeds, but depending on your taste, you can add a little less if you like, or more if you like. And again, finely chopping them together, so we've got little speckles of garlic and chili. Wonderful. Now a good splash of extra virgin olive oil into a pan. I'm just going to turn it on now. This is the only crucial thing with this. You don't want to overcook your garlic and chili so it becomes burnt, because we'll get a bitter flavour in our sauce. It's all about really gentle cooking here. So a good splash, I'd say a couple of teaspoons, looks good. And then in with our chili and garlic, give that a stir. This is starting to sizzle now and it's fragrant. So what I'm going to do now, as it sizzles, I'm going to turn it off and we just wait for our pasta to cook. Once it's cooked, we can bring this whole pasta dish together. It's super, super simple. Okay, our curly fettuccine is ready, so we're just going to take it from the pot and straight into our pan. It's okay if some of the water goes in. I actually want the water to go in because it's going to help emulsify our sauce. So the last little bit, and we're going to give that a toss in the garlic and that chili. Now I'll add our lemon zest. So you want the zest of one whole lemon. You really want to taste it, so use a fine grater for this, and then do this directly over the pan so you're getting all of the essence of the lemon. It really does make a difference. I'm not adding any of the lemon juice for this. It's all about the zest, where you get that intense lemony flavour. Okay, now we can add our mascarpone, which is an Italian cream cheese. It's going to make our sauce really thick and rich, and it's a fantastic substitute for cream. So we're going to add a few tablespoons of our mascarpone, and we're just going to allow it to gently melt in with our fettuccine. And you can see why we bring out the fettuccine much earlier, so while it's al dente, because it's still cooking in the pan. So we'll just give that a twirl, and we'll let the heat of the pasta in the pan melt it away. So it's just going to take a few minutes. Break it up if you have to, just like that. And then just needs a few tosses, and you'll see that that mascarpone melt in with all of those ingredients. I'll add a small amount of that water just so we make it extra saucy. A few more tosses. There we go, look at that. And to give this a peppery flavour, a big handful of fresh rocket leaves, leaving it to the last minute so it just gently wilts, almost stays raw, and parmesan, a few tablespoons of parmesan. We'll keep a little extra for the top, and another toss. One thing I haven't added is some salt, so a good pinch of salt and some freshly cracked pepper. And then we'll mix everything together. Okay, done. I'm gonna pop that into a bowl. Lots of the rocket there. Lots of the curly fettuccine. And last, some extra Parmesan over the top. That is a fantastic pasta stew. When you've run out of time, you don't know what to have for dinner, grab some mascarpone, a few ingredients, an exceptional, very traditional Italian pasta.